Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rachakwadash, the honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And it's sincere Shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing in sincerity and in truth and in sound doctrine. Well, you can talk about a title, man. I'm going to, continue to, push this certain subject. Do you still believe we're in a new covenant? I'm just going to start off just like that, man. Do you people out there still believe we are in a new covenant? If anybody out there claiming we are in a new covenant, I'm just going to be honest. You need to be put away somewhere. You need to be put away in some type of mental institution, mental ward, some type of rehabilitation center. I don't know, somewhere. You shouldn't be walking around, walking the streets talking about we're in a new covenant. Do you see what's on the screen right now? Other than this, other than this crazy ad, other than that, look at the title, right? Drinking water warning issued nationwide, man. We are absolutely not in a new covenant, because in a new covenant, we are not going to be going through things like this, man. Drinking water issues, drinking water warnings now. You know what I'm saying? We've been had drinking water warnings, no doubt about that. Every time you turn around, there's always something being recalled. You know what I'm saying? Every time you turn around, there's always something wrong with the drinking water. I mean, me personally, saying we most of us, saying that know about that tap water, we don't drink the tap. You know what I'm saying? We don't drink that tap water. We got to use alternates to get bottled water, because we absolutely do not drink that tap water. That is not how it's supposed to be. They talk about boiling water to get all the, you know what I'm saying? All the chemicals. Come on, man. What's drinking water is drinking water. But now here we are once again, for I don't know the 100th time, with drinking water warnings. And somehow these people think we're in the new covenant. I don't know what the new covenant is to you people out there. I really don't know what the new covenant is to you people out there. But if this is your new covenant, I don't want anything to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me in a new covenant, we're still going to be having relationship issues? We're in a new covenant, we're still going to be walking around here not knowing what is a male or female these days, all these different genders and stuff. In the new covenant, we're going to be eating GMO foods. Everybody knows GMO. Everybody knows there's chemtrails in the air and stuff like that. Everybody knows that the animals are in danger. Hell, we're in danger. You know what I'm saying? There are certain neighborhoods that you want to stay out of because of danger. You telling me we're in a new covenant, we got to go through stuff like that? I could go on and on all day. Our living conditions, we're stacked on top of each other. You know what I'm saying? Again, I could go on all day about this. Y'all better not come up to us with that new covenant stuff, or we are going to light y'all up with that. Absolutely not. We are not in the new covenant, man. Everybody's sighing and crying. You know what I'm saying? Because of family issues. You know what I'm saying? Because again, once again, relationship issues and all that other stuff. Come on, man. In the new covenant, we're not. None of this is going to be happening. We're not going to be sighing and crying because we got to pay a bill. We struggling. We struggling living paycheck to paycheck and stuff like that. Come on, man. That stuff that's happening up there in Hollywood. That sick stuff that's happening up there in Hollywood. I mean, again, man, we can go on all day. I can go on all day showing you examples of how we're not in the new covenant. But I got news for you. When you read Hebrews 8, chapter 8, verse 8, you're going to know that if we are in a new covenant, I'm just going to kind of settle it all here. If we are in a new covenant, you would not have to tell me we're in a new covenant, and I would not be telling you that we're not in a new covenant, because everybody would know that we're in a new covenant. During a new covenant, everybody would know that you're in a new covenant. There will never be arguments about whether we're in a new covenant or not. Well, once we're in the new covenant, right? Look at this, man. So this is just one of the main examples, right, of how and why we're not in a new covenant, right? They issued an enforcement alert Monday urging water utility systems to take immediate actions to protect the nation's drinking water from cyber attacks. In the new covenant, we're going to be going through cyber attacks. Really? Come on, man. Come on, man. Get you gotta. This is the time where I would say get real. Okay. Let's read some scriptures. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15. As you can see, chapter 15. We're gonna start at verse 1. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna start at verse 1. Behold, speak thou into the ears of my people, right? The words of prophecy. We wouldn't have to do that in a new covenant, by the way. Speaking into the ears of his people, the words of prophecy. We're not going to be doing that in the new covenant, right? What prophecy in the new covenant? What prophecy are we going to be prophesying? You know what I'm saying? If it's going to be everlasting peace, what prophecy are we going to be prophesying? Again, read Hebrews 8. It'll break it all down. It said, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. In the new covenant, what imaginations are going to be there against you? It says, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. What incredulity in the new covenant? Incredulity is unbelieving. What unbeliever is going to be in a new covenant? You see what I'm saying? It's not going to be like today. See, what I think it is we live so long in this box of hell. We have no idea what the new covenant is. But the scriptures tell you what the new covenant is, and these are people that pick up the Bible and claim to know the Bible. And I got news for you: other Israelite camps that claim that we're in the new covenant too. Certain other Israelite camps believe that we're in a new covenant. They throw on garments out there and say, yes, we're in a new covenant. How? Why are you telling people we're in a new covenant if we are in a new covenant? I have yet to have a person answer that yet. If we are in a new covenant, why are you telling me? Come on, man. So what incredulity is going to be against you? Okay, it says that speak against thee. Nobody's going to speak against anybody in a new covenant. There's going to be strict order, right? It's going to be strict order. Israelites are going to be ruling, okay? And the Edomites are going to be in captivity. And all the other nations, they're filler. They want to do what they want to do. They still want to reference the Israelites as well, man. They're going to worship the Israelites as well. And everybody's going to be in one accord. There's going to be nobody speaking against anybody in the new covenant. When we think of the new covenant, we're thinking of peace. Y'all new covenant is nothing but pollution. Your new covenant is nothing but pollution. You still gotta worry about getting in your car and getting into an accident. You still gotta worry about getting out your bed, slipping and paralyzing yourself, man, or falling down the stairs and paralyzing yourself, or possibly dying. You telling me we're in a new covenant, we gonna have worries like that? We're not gonna have no worries like that. You still have a family issues. Let's say your father in jail, your brother in jail. So everybody hate their fathers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hates their fathers. You telling me we're gonna be going through that in the new covenant, where the son is gonna be hating his father? None of that crap is gonna be happening in the new covenant. That's why I get so vexed about that. Because you're claiming that the end all be all is this here that you see right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people walk out of these places, these food places, 600 plus pounds, man, looking crazy. When I see that, do you honestly think we're going to be seeing anything like that in the new covenant? Looking at somebody that's that damn big, having all those health complications. You know what I'm saying? People got asthma issues and stuff like that, right? People got heart conditions. People run. Oh, let's not forget this pandemic that just happened, and now they got another variant called flu. Right? That's what they call it. You telling me we're going to be having all these different diseases, all these sicknesses? We got to worry about getting sick. We had to run around. We had to, in some places, still require masks. You know what I'm saying? We had to run around here with masks on. You know what I'm saying? In a new covenant. That's why I get so vexed about it, man. Because you're trying to pollute something that's holy. And we are going to defend it. Right? Anyway, let's continue on. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Read Hebrews 8. What unfaithful is going to be in the new covenant? Right? Who is going to be unfaithful in the new covenant? Is faith even going to be a requirement in the new covenant? That's the question. Is faith even going to be a requirement in the new covenant? What is faith? When you break down faith, what is it? And then when you break it down, you got to ask yourself, well, in the new covenant, is it going to be a requirement? No. We need faith now, but in the new covenant, that's not going to be a requirement. You got Israelite camps out there. Sakari specifically talked about, yes, we're going to be sacrificing in a new covenant. Man, y'all vex me with how y'all portray the new covenant, man. Y'all really vex me, man. That really gets under my skin when it comes to that. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring upon the world the sword, famine, death, and destruction. In a new covenant. So if this is going to be happening in the new covenant, what's after the new covenant? The new or refurbished covenant? He said he's going to bring plagues upon the world and a sword. It says famine, death, and destruction. This doesn't sound anything like the new covenant. When you look at plagues, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, you're looking at stuff like this. This is part of it. This is all part of it. Polluted drinking water under it's a threat from being under attack by by a cyber attack. That's pollution. That's death. That's a plague. Everybody's. Oh, let's not forget about, man, the suicide rate. You think we're going to be having people committing offing themselves? You know what I'm saying? In the new covenant, plagues of the mind in the new covenant. Again, what did I just say, man? I could go on all day, but the main thing that I focus on is, again, if I'm going to ask this for the 1,000th time, man. If we are in the new covenant, why are you telling me? Why am I telling you that we're not? I shouldn't be getting mad over stuff like this if we're in the new covenant, because you shouldn't have to tell me. We would know. Again, read Hebrews 8. It breaks it all down. And then even in Hebrews 8, it tells you mainly who the new covenant is for, because it's not for the entire world. Now, let me say to a degree. Let me say to a degree, because the entire world is going to be at rest, right? The entire world is going to be at rest. But who's going to be ruling? You know what I'm saying? In that time, who is going to be given the covenant? That's what I meant to say. Who's going to be given the covenant? Read Hebrews 8. Hebrews 8 is just crazy when it comes to that, man. Okay. Anyway, verse 6, it says, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the earth. Oh, I'm sorry. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. It says, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. It said pollution. Okay. It said the wickedness is polluting the whole earth. So in the new covenant, you're telling me that wickedness is polluting the whole earth, and everybody agrees that there's a lot of evil on this earth. But these are the same people that say, yeah, we're in the new covenant, though. I'm not understanding. If there's a lot of wickedness in the in the what you call it, in the world, you know what I'm saying, on the earth, where's this new covenant coming from? Where's this new covenant coming from? But then but we understand where that new covenant doctrine comes from. It pretty much comes from when the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. He died on, I guess, what they call a cross, right? And apparently they're born in the new covenant. So I'm not understanding what exactly did he finish? Because if he's coming back, because they're saying he completed, you know what I'm saying, the job or whatever. No, he didn't. No, he did not. First of all, he said, talking about drinking the wine new with us, that hasn't happened yet. And in his father's kingdom is not here yet. He's waiting too. What is the point if he finished? What's the point of a second coming? He shouldn't be coming at all. This should be the end all be all. We just go live in wickedness and live in sin our entire the rest of our generations. What's the point of the second coming then? Anyway, there's so many questions. We could cut that new covenant doctrine even without a scripture, man. That's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how easy it is. But scripture's always, you know what I'm saying, it's not our words. And that's why we do it, because it's not our words. See, we don't trust in our words, we trust in the words of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So let's say even if we do cut somebody with that new covenant crap or whatever they come up with without pulling it, because they may just last, because sometimes that happens. You may not even pull a scripture. Sometimes that happens, but guess what? It's all still words of the Lord, because it's all filters back to the scriptures. It goes back to the scriptures. Okay. Anyway, Isaiah, there's the book of Isaiah, chapter 24 and verse 1. Here we go. Behold, the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI maketh the earth empty. This doesn't sound like a new covenant at all. This sounds like the complete opposite. Okay, it says, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. This also proves that the Lord is the one that does everything. You see a lot of people talk about, oh, it's just Satan, it's just Satan. You could say that, but who does Satan take orders from? Satan takes orders from the one the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ. Right? When let's say Satan, like all these shootings, all these wars and stuff, like I just mentioned war, and this thing popped up. All these shootings and all these wars and stuff like that, right? Yeah, everybody may say, yeah, it's Satan, but that's so-called Jesus doing that, man. All these wars, and look what it's just now said, and then it's through the Most High, because so-called Jesus, YAHAWASHI, so-called Jesus takes orders from the Most High. And what did this just now say? This also proves that the Lord is the one that's doing all this pollution, all these wars, famines, pestilences, earthquakes, death, destruction. You know what I'm saying? Water pollution and stuff like that. This is all orchestrated by the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. But my point in this video is that it is not the new covenant. He's not going to be doing stuff like this in the new covenant. he told us what the new covenant is. He told us what the new covenant is going to be about, and it's not this crap, man. Okay? It says, behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down. Everybody says that, yeah, this place is upside down. Everybody keeps talking about, yeah, the generation, and it's the parents this and the parents that. You could say that, but it's all orchestrated by the Lord. If the Lord never wanted the pollution here, it would have never happened. The Lord is not going to destroy a paradise. So if the Lord said, yes, the second coming is imminent, and he's coming to send a sword, as the scriptures say, this is far from a paradise. He is going to make it as wicked as he wants to make it. And it must be that way. This is why us personally, we sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, because it affects us. Some of us got, some of us take on the traits from this wicked society and start doing wicked things. But we understand that yes, we must ask the Lord for forgiveness, right? But it has to be as wicked as it possibly can. Just when you thought a place like this couldn't be any more wicked, any more evil, something else happens. Something else happens, man. You hear story after story after story of crazy things happening, man. Okay? I'm going to jump down here out of verse 3. It says, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for the Lord have spoken this word. This is the Lord YAHAWASHI speaking this, man. Okay? He is speaking this. He is speaking this word. This says, thus saith the Lord. Thus declares the Lord. YAHAWASHI, verse 4. And it's the last one. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth, right, and fadeth away. The hardy people of the earth do languish. Do you honestly think that we're going to be going through this in a new covenant? Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Shalom.